Rotor flighting up on the front of the rotor, what you're looking for, hardened weldment that is on this new piece. Once that is wore down, you get a very sharp edge, you're going to get some grain damage. So once you're seeing this edge wore off on this example here, you want to change that flighting and get the new piece in there. Elevator chain sprockets. Got your new sprocket here and the used sprocket here. Once you get some hooking going on in the sprocket, it's going to cause grain damage if the grain gets in between that sprocket and the chain. To prevent this, you want to keep your chains nice and adjusted tight. Once you start getting a hook to the sprocket, you want to change that sprocket and suggest to change the sprocket with the chain at the same time. Moving on to the rotor threshing elements. The early elements were nice and smooth. Once they moved on to what they call the bullet rotor, they had the more aggressive elements in there. What we're looking for there is obviously no holes in that element. John Deere provides a tool that you can gauge the elements. If that tool drops onto the element, they're saying that that is no longer good to use, that element is wore. So you need to replace that. Just keep in mind to look at the elements and get the correct elements for your machine. There are lots of different options depending on the age, the vintage of that machine, and what you're running. Separating tines behind the elements, what we're looking for here is obviously we don't want a broken element. That'll throw the rotor out of balance. If you do have to change them, they come in kits of 3. You need to follow the directions that come in the kit, and they will tell you which elements to change to keep that rotor in balance. Again, with the tool that John Deere sends, once the element gets below the tool, that element is worn down enough, then they suggest changing it. So watch your wear on your elements.